Hello guys, welcome back to the Beastie Room. Now we've got a very unusual spider today, and we've actually found ourselves in a position that we often find with our subscribers, where we get messages sent through saying I've got this spider and I don't know anything about it, I can't find any information, blah blah blah. So we normally sort of say to them, right, look at what it is and see if you can find something similar from a similar region or wherever, and then try and tailor that care into the spider that you have. And normally 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be far wrong. Well, we have found ourselves in exactly that position, and we have got a spider in here that I've not had before, and I've not even heard of before, to be honest. So I was quite surprised when I saw it. And we got this at the Essex Arachnid show when we were there, and we was talking to a chap who's on Facebook, Charlie Deals, and we had a number of spiders off of him, and this was one of them. And I went against my gut feeling because I was like, I've not heard of this spider. I didn't really have anything to do with it, didn't know what to do with it. And also my main concern was the fact that I'd never even heard of it was, how am I ever going to get a male? I'd never even seen a female before. So yeah, so we done a little deal and we got a couple of different little bits and pieces, and this was one of them. So the only little bit of information I found was one for sale on a page from a company, and they got them down as the Amazonian caqueta. Now, I remember Charlie saying it was sometimes known as the Martin Lee's tarantula, but that didn't really show up much of a search either. So I'm pretty sure Martin Lee's is probably the guy that's actually responsible for this spider in the hobby, no doubt. Maybe I need to throw him a message and see if I can badger him into some information. But yeah, so if anyone knows anything about this spider, get in touch, leave it in the comments. So what we are going to do, I'm pretty certain, looking at it, that it's going to be a reasonably arboreal spider. So we can have a little look at it here, and it does look, I mean, it's an absolutely gorgeous spider, and that's one of the reasons why I sort of stuck with it. I was like, I'm going to have it and we will learn along the way. But if you want to have a little look at that, that is a very, very pretty spider. It's almost like a bronzy sort of colour. Zoom. It's really, really striking colour. Absolutely gorgeous. And looking at it, it looks like a spider that's going to possibly live a bit of an arboreal existence. Why? Well, mainly if we look at them legs and that, it just looks to me, it just looks like something that's going to live high up. So what we're going to do, we are going to set up a very, very simple basic home while we're trying to find out what this girl actually does require. So we're going to set her up in the same way that we would, I'm going to leave her there with the lid off so I can look at her. We're going to set her up in the same way that we would say one of our avics, and I don't think we'll be too far wrong with that kind of setup. So we're going to have it very, very simple, and mainly because if we find she doesn't like it, we can change it. So there's no point going too mad on setting up anything too fancy. So we're just going to have a really, really simple enclosure. Now we're going to give her a piece of bark to hide behind in the back.
If she was fossorial, for instance, would you find that there was a hole behind the bark?
Yes, she can dig down below the bark and into here. Although, if she was fossorial, there isn't much in the way of substrate in this. So if we find that she ends up digging herself down and looking like she's going to spend her time underground, then what we will do is we will take her out of this enclosure, and we will use maybe one of our 30 by 30 by 30s, and then we can give her that extra depth and what have you. But my gut feeling at the moment is saying she is going to be more of an arboreal type spider.
How long will it be, and what will give you the confidence that you will write?
We will just see. Within the space of a week or so, we will know whether she's going to be, whether she webs up behind this bit of cork bark, or whether she's going to, you know, do whatever. But we should know within a week. We will have a really, really good idea of how she's going to want to carry on. So we've got a couple of bits of timber here with a little bit of moss on them. I think that one actually would have been better that way. I'm going to put these in here as well, more for a bit of decoration as anything. Stick a little bit in there. I cannot wait until we get into our new room and we can get back to doing some really lovely enclosures. Alright, we got that. So we're now going to get a water bowl. There.
Just get another look.
Yeah, I'll just put this water bowl in here. I'm sure she will be glad to be out of her box either way, whatever she ends up liking. Alright then. So then, shall we see if we can have a nice look? So what we got here now, we've got a very nice simple thing. And basically by keeping this nice and simple, it won't take long and we can work out pretty much what it is she is going to want to do. But she looks...
Like she's dug out in that thing.
Well, in this tub, she wouldn't have had a lot of choice as to what she's going to do. So what we're going to do, I'll come round here. Yeah, I'll come round here. I'm here.
Cool.
So what we're going to do now is we are going to try and get her to walk out and get on here. We've not done anything with her at all, so we don't know how she's going to respond. She's so beautiful. You see those long legs? That's a girl. That's the way to go.
She reminds me of a spider, and I can't think what. Oh, look at that bum.
She's got the same sort of velvety covering that things like the LSD have.
That makes me think fossorial.
Maybe. There we go. So she's going to be there. We'll get a little bit of extra light on her.
She's got that metallic bottom.
Look at that. And she's showing up there. There's some nice close-ups there. And you can see there she's got them real long front legs, which sort of makes me think that possibly she's a little bit more arboreal.
If she was fossorial, would her back legs be a bit chunkier?
No, not really. She's just exquisite.
She is.
Absolutely exquisite.
I'm going to do her top to bottom.
Yeah, we'll have a look on the other side.
Give me the light back.
I mean, that is just a very, very pretty spider. And we will definitely be on the lookout for a male. So we're going to be really just testing things out to see how we get on with this spider and what we can do. So this is a bit of a fresh one for us, but I'm hoping that some of you guys out there may have had a bit of experience with one of these and can let us know how you got on. She's quite active. Very, very interesting spider. So we will now just monitor her and see what she gets up to. She's been feeding and everything like that, and as you can see, she is in absolutely tip-top condition. Here she comes. Yeah, she is in absolutely lovely condition. Now I must say, of the half dozen spiders that we got from Charlie, they were all in very, very nice condition. Very nice spiders. I really need to get a photo of this for the...
She's coming out for it.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that. It's very, very difficult. I don't think the cameras will give the sheer beauty of this spider. It's absolutely stunning.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's coming up underneath. And there.
She's not going up.
She's got her legs there.
Too dark, my love.
Yeah, you come back so you can get the light under there. No, you can get in there now.
What are we looking at here, my darling?
Yeah.
Pretty legs.
Yeah, we can see it all going on. Right. So we will maintain and keep her like an arboreal spider, and we will just have to wait and see now and see what happens. So with many of the spiders that that people come across and they keep within the hobby, new spiders to them, we get it all the time. You know, people can't find information on different spiders. Some spiders are very well written and there's countless information. In fact, sometimes there is too much information on a particular species and it ends up being very conflicting. So, you know, some people get away with one thing and others say don't do this, do this. So it's very, very careful. You have to be very careful with what information that you take on board and what you use. And don't forget, you know, use your own common sense. And if it's an arboreal spider and it's something from a high humidity, look at other spiders that are in a similar sort of realm to that, and you won't go far wrong. It doesn't have to be exact. So once you've found a system that actually keeps them comfortable, we can then start to fine tune it and work out exactly where we go. Now that being said, she's now starting to like dig herself underneath that little bit of thing. So we might find that she prefers to be actually buried and is more of a fossorial type of spider. Yay. So this is going to be
camera lady fossorial, arboreal.
It's going to be a very interesting thing to see how she goes. But we will give her a week or two to let her really, really settle in, and we'll see what kind of what sort of thing she does, and then we can come back and have another look and see. Hopefully, if she does sort of go a bit more like the Avix, then she'll make up home and we won't need to move her again. If she goes the other way and we look at being a bit more on the fossorial side, then we will have to remove her from this enclosure and make up a new one with some decent depth to it to allow her to actually enjoy and live her life properly. So what we're going to do, we are going to take this label off of here. I'm going to put that on our enclosure so we know what she is. And then we can go. Right. Well, I hope you like that little insight. It's only a quick video. We haven't got a great deal to say about her because we don't really know a great deal about her. So it's all going to be a little bit of suck it and see, as we say. Right then. Now, you remembered in our last video, we asked for questions. So if anyone's got any questions, put them through and we can hopefully do a video and answer some of these. So we're going to try and do a question and answers video. Many people have been asking for this, and but we just need to get that amount of questions, good questions, that we can collate together, and then we can sit down and do a little questions and answers thing, and that should be a bit of fun. And it'd be nice to actually find out a little bit about some of the things that you guys get up to, you know, where you're from and what you're doing. Right. Well then, I hope you enjoyed that, and don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spider, and we will see you soon.